In the heart of ancient Central America, long before the first European ships appeared on the horizon, there was a civilization that didn't just look at the stars, they listened to them. Among the Maya, astrology wasn't a curiosity or a side practice, it was law, a sacred science. Every person from the humblest farmer to the highest priest was born into a song, a melodic map of their future. These weren't vague daily horoscopes. No, these were prophetic blueprints, sung softly over cradles and passed down like sacred heirlooms. From the moment a child's first breath filled the air, their life was charted in celestial verses. The age they would begin their work, the time they'd meet their partner, moments of triumph, tragedy, even the hour of their death. All of it was composed in advance, and in time the child would hum their own fate, reminding themselves of where they were on the path. But here's the truly fascinating part: it worked. Not because the stars demanded obedience, but because society did. The Maya made their prophecies come true, together. If a young man's song said he'd meet someone special on a particular day, it happened, because the girl's song matched. If someone was meant to sell a home, the buyer's prophecy would lead them right to that doorstep. Business, love, conflict, all orchestrated through collective belief and cosmic choreography. Even battles were scheduled. Wars weren't declared in rage but in rhythm. Victory, defeat, casualties, all pre-written down to the number of fallen. And if that number didn't align, prisoners were sacrificed not out of cruelty but to fulfill the balance the stars had promised. It was a society without randomness, without what-ifs. No one feared tomorrow because tomorrow had already been sung. The future was familiar, like a well-rehearsed melody. But destiny has a darker harmony. The Maya believed in cycles, great celestial clocks turning silently in the background, and according to their reckoning, the end wasn't a question of if but when. Their astrologers pinpointed it with eerie precision, the very hour the world would end. And so, when that moment neared in the 10th century by modern calendars, fear gave way to resolve. Entire cities were burned by their own people. Families perished by the hands of those who loved them most. And finally the men, their songs fulfilled, chose death over witnessing the unraveling of the universe they thought they knew. The fires died, the cities crumbled, the world, however, went on. When Spanish conquerors arrived centuries later, they didn't destroy the Maya civilization. They simply found its ashes, scattered long before the first cannonball landed. But fragments of the melody remain. Today, deep in the jungles of southern Mexico, there are still those who call themselves descendants of the Maya, the Lacandan. Their children still hum ancient tunes, the same ones once whispered over stone cradles and sacred calendars. But ask them the meaning and they'll shrug. The notes are there, the words remain. But the understanding, lost, like smoke from a forgotten fire. And maybe that's the true legacy of the Maya. Not just temples and glyphs, but the idea that if enough people believe in the same future, it just might happen.